What's up, apes? Ladies and gentlemen apes, hi, this is Ape Andy. I just read DDs and I summarize them. I'm not a YouTuber. Please, there's no need for likes or subscribes. And if you read my Reddit posts, capital ANDY, capital LEE 168, just read it. There's no need for a vote. Just if you agree, copy my text, spread the word. Okay, now, apes, we are individuals. We listen to others, we watch videos, but then we act on our own as an individual. Apes are not collective groups. Okay, so this is not financial advice. This is not investment advice. And of course, not manipulation. Now, okay, getting to the point. Apes are not bulls. Apes are not shorts. Apes are apes. We buy and hold. So we are different from bulls. Bulls are like whales. They're like institutions going long on a stock. They buy and push the share price up. Apes just need to buy and hold. Apes are common people. We only use the money that we can afford. Don't use rent money, don't use grocery money, don't use your children's tuition money. No. We only use what we can afford. Just that little. And then we buy and hold. That's it. Shorts. They short a stock, short it to the ground, as some SHF does that. They do that to companies, destroying jobs, destroying companies. Downvote on them. Okay, now, the point I'm trying to make is that apes buy and hold. We are a force to be reckoned with. Oh, no we. There's no we. Apes are not we. Apes act individually. Okay, apes buy and hold. Apes is a force to be reckoned with. We're not bulls, we're not shorts. But the bulls, they know that this ape force exists. Shorts, they know that this ape force exists. So apes is a force to be reckoned with. When shorts short, they have to consider, oh, the apes are buying and holding, so that means there's less float. Could we really short this? Apes is a force to be reckoned with by the shorts. Now, for the bulls. Okay, the apes, they are buying and holding this particular stock, so that decreases the float. So the bulls, they think, this is doable. Let's do this stock. So, see what I mean? Apes buy and hold strategy is a force to be reckoned with. So apes, you don't need to worry about bulls. You don't need to worry about shorts. All you have to do is worry about, there's nothing to worry actually, buy and hold. And because you use only the money that you can afford, there's nothing to worry. If you use your rent money, then that's the worry, because time to pay the rent, then what do? Okay, use only money that you can afford. Apes, buy and hold strategy. It's a new force in town. Strong apes. Hi apes, lady apes, gentlemen apes. Not financial, not investment advice, not manipulation. Apes act as individuals. We're not collective group. Okay, now, some apes have received email letters from Vanguard saying that the announcement will be made on April the 15th, and the registry deadline for shareholders to register their shares, calling them back the shares, recall the shares to vote. The registry deadline would be on April the 20th. I imagine many shareholders want to vote. Why? Because the company made the announcement they're nominating Cohen as the chairman of the board. He is not yet chairman of the board. He will be voted chairman of the board. That's why Ryan Cohen's Twitter has this empty chair with his face on it. That means, Ryan, this chair is for you if you're elected by the shareholders. You've tagged your name on it. Okay, empty chair. You're not sitting in it yet. Let's wait for June 9th for the shareholders to vote you in as the chairman of the board. So he has to be voted in. Now, that said, some apes are asking, will Vanguard recall their shares to vote for Ryan Cohen? Honestly, Ape Anti doesn't know. How would I know if the boss of Vanguard funds would recall their shares, and with that many shares, go to the shareholders meeting and then vote for Ryan Cohen? Two scenarios. Vanguard likes Ryan, they want to vote for Ryan. Then they'd have to recall their shares to register and vote for Ryan Cohen. Scenario 2. Pardon me, this is just hypothetical scenario. All my videos are hypothetical scenarios. Okay. Vanguard doesn't like Ryan Cohen. If you don't like Ryan Cohen, then you don't want him to be at the chair of the chairman of the board. Then you have to vote no. To vote no, you have to vote, right? To vote, you have to register. To register, you have to recall their shares. So, still, Vanguard must recall their shares to vote no for Ryan. Of course, there's a third scenario. Vanguard is just saying, I'm just going to keep letting out my shares. I'm not going to vote. Yes or no. That's the third possibility. So you never know. Well, the same situation applies for BlackRock and Fidelity. They may back Ryan Cohen and vote yes for him. To vote, you must register. To register, you must recall your shares. Or maybe they don't like him. Nah, we know BlackRock likes Ryan Cohen. BlackRock has been behind Ryan Cohen ever since the days of Chewy. It's a known public fact. So we'll see if the institutional investors, they recall their shares or not. We'll have to wait and see. But some very smart apes with their DDs, they say that retail investors alone, apes alone, hold more than 100% of the float. If, and only if that is the case, if there are 50 shares floating, numbers for easy calculation, there are 50 million shares. So if let's just say GME has 50 shares floating around, and then Apes retail investors hold 58 shares because of naked shorting and this and that, bar and short again, bar and short again. So, okay, Apes hold more than the float available. Apes hold 58 shares. Float out there, floating is only 50 shares. If 58 apes, each holding one share of GME, recalls their shares, then, well, something's going to happen. I mean, 58 shares recalled, but only 50 shares are available. It'll still be maybe a pop in share price. Don't know. Imaginary, hypothetical scenario, not investment advice, not financial advice. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Be strong, Ape. Hey, apes. What's up? Lady Apes, Gentlemen Apes, this is Ape Anti. This is purely hypothetical, purely imaginary scenario. In fact, please do not believe anything I have to share in this particular video. This is not to be taken as something to believe. Don't believe me in this video, okay? I'm just theorizing. I'm just thinking out loud, imaginary scenario. Okay, so there are hedge funds long and hedge funds short on GME. We know the hedge fund short is very deep in trouble. Too difficult to get out, almost impossible. In fact, could be impossible to get out. So why didn't this hedge fund long start upping the price to give hedge fund short a margin call? Well, let's go way back when first. When hedge fund long lent shares to hedge fund short shorted GME, and the hedge fund long bought it. So the hedge fund long holds more than the number of shares that are available in the float, and they lend it out to this hedge fund short again. Hedge fund short, short it to the ground, short it. Hedge fund long bought it again, hold more shares of the float, loan it again to hedge fund short at very low interest rates. Hedge fund short said, let's keep shorting it. We're winning. We think we're winning. Short. Hedge fund long buys it, hold more of the float, lend it again to hedge fund short at very low interest rates. That's why some apes are looking at the interest rates saying, this is unbelievable. Why are the interest rates for borrow so low, so inexpensive? Okay, so this goes on and goes on and goes on and goes on. So this hedge fund long might be holding 9x the number of float, might be 8x the number of float. Okay, let's say 8x. So why doesn't this hedge fund long pull the trigger? The nuke button. You need 2 keys, right? Or more, and the code, and a suitcase, right? Okay, well, that's nuking. Why didn't this hedge fund long nuke the hedge fund short yet? Because if nuked, then this is what apes call the MOASS. Why didn't the hedge fund long do it yet? Why are they waiting for it? They could be waiting for something. The hedge fund long supposedly has very good relationship with the current administration, to the extent that some people say, wow, they're part of the administration already. Okay, that said, the hedge fund long, if they nuke the hedge fund short too early, hedge fund short go belly up, this would be 10 times, 100 times worse than Archegos. If that happens before 801, NSCC 2021 801 is passed, is in effect, then when this hedge fund short go belly up, DTCC and NSCC will get pulled down with it. The hedge fund long, which is having a very good relationship with the current administration, almost part of the administration, doesn't want that to happen. So the hedge fund long would have to wait until NSCC 2021 801 and also 002 to be fully in effect, so that if the hedge fund short go belly up, DTCC and NSCC will not get pulled down. They'll be the one pulling the trigger. Because if 801 and 002 are in effect, NSCC and DTCC would be very safe. Part of the government's arm, right? So that's just an imaginary scenario, a theory of why the hedge fund long hadn't pulled the trigger on the hedge fund short, or hadn't nuked the hedge fund short. Well, Ape Andy, what if they never pull the trigger? What if they never nuke it, the hedge fund short? Well, then apes just have to wait. Michael Burry waited 2 years for the January baby squeeze in 2021 of GME. Just wait 2 years. When the economy is fully in power and everything okay, with so much money printed by the Fed, there's bound to be inflation. There is inflation already. It's just not showing up in the data. Then in the year 2022, end of 2022, or in the early months of 2023, the FED has got to raise interest rates. To balance all the money that they printed, all the QE that they made, to balance the FED balance sheet, bring the money back, raise interest rates. If that happens in early 2023 or late 2022, imagine interest rates going up. Then the big banks will be doing margin calls on the hedge funds who are leveraging way over on shorting. There you go. Ta-da! MOASS. Latest by then. What's up, apes? Lady apes, gentlemen apes. This is Ape Andy. You know, in Reddit post there is this thing called karma. So Reddit people know what karma means. Well, if you don't, karma means you do something, and somewhere down the line, there's a cause and effect. It comes back and it gets you. That's karma. You do good things come back. You do bad things come back at you. Now, okay. It seems that hedge funds are having some trouble, short on cash or other kinds of trouble. It seems that hedge funds are having some kind of trouble. I'm talking about hedge funds that short people, destroy companies, ruin jobs, ruin family lives. And okay, there is this website of Melvin Capital. With a hedge fund that size, manages lots of people's money. The company website has got to have, when you go into the official company website, that has got to have pages where you could click to home, news, contact, customer service, this and that. But if you Google Melvin Capital now and you go into their official website, there's only one page. There's nothing to click into. I don't know what's the reason for that. Okay. Another hedge fund that short companies. I don't want to say the name of the company. I don't want to say the name of the boss of that company. The hedge fund that short companies and short good companies, destroying people's lives and ruining jobs. Okay, now that hedge fund, the boss in 2017 bought a really, really expensive, real estate in Florida. It even made the local headlines. People are saying, wow, this is a billionaire, hedge fund billionaire, buying up the most expensive real estate in Florida at that time, 2017. However, then in December 2020, just a few months ago, that real estate was sold. So maybe he made a profit. That's why he sold. No profit was made. It was sold at least 20% loss. Why would a billionaire that has lots of money already be willing to buy the most expensive property and then sell for a loss? Strange. Unless short on cash, in urgent need of cash. I mean, what would you do if you were a billionaire? You bought the most expensive real estate in Florida, and would you sell for a loss? No, you wouldn't sell it at all. It's your crown jewel. It's your pride. You could ask friends to come and enjoy it with you, and of course, the underlying point is to show it off to your friends. Okay. Then another hedge fund, the third hedge fund, I'm not going to say the name, the boss, I'm not going to say the name, and he sold his New York City penthouse. This is only recently, this is 2021, for a huge discount. Again, same question. Lady and gentlemen, if you were a billionaire managing a very famous hedge fund and you already own a New York penthouse, high rise, wow, way expensive, and why would you sell it at a discount? I'm not sure about the figures, but some people say the penthouse was sold at a 74% discount. Why would a billionaire hedge fund boss do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that if you were a billionaire? You would only do that if you were in dire straits, dire need of cash, urgent need of cash. I mean, well, Ape Andy is a poor ape, very poor ape. I now work here in Asia, in Taipei, but I own this teeny weeny, itsy bitsy little piece of land in just piece of teeny weeny itsy bitsy land in Los Angeles. To be honest, it is not within Los Angeles city limits. It is at the side. It's Los Angeles County. Okay. Yeah, well, because Fed is printing money, so there is bubble forming in the stock market. There's also bubble forming in the assets, the real estate market. So people, I mean, COVID is fading, hopefully, knock knock. COVID will continue to fade, and so the economy is coming back, and so there are buyers for land, buyers for housing, and there's a shortage of housing. So if there are land lots, people buy the land lots and they build houses and they sell it, of course, for a profit. Okay, so Ape Andy is getting many buyers emails for that little itsy bitsy teeny weeny land in Los Angeles. But Ape Andy is like, no, I'm not gonna sell. No, I'm not gonna sell. No, I'm not gonna sell. So the real estate agent is asking, what price are you thinking about? I said, I don't know, but I don't want to sell now because there's an asset bubble, there's a real estate bubble forming, healthy bubble, I think, and so the price would keep going up. That's how Ape Andy wants to hedge against inflation, hyperinflation, somewhere down the line. It's going to happen with all that money printed. So I'm not going to sell for a loss. I want to sell for a profit. I don't even want to sell for a small profit. I don't want to sell at all. So the point I'm making is that these hedge fund boss, they are selling their crown jewel real estate for 20% loss. Another one selling for 74% loss. Wow. That tells you something, isn't it? That tells you they're in dire straits. They need cash urgently. Very urgently. Very urgently. Why would you sell for a 74% discount unless you need... Give me cash. Give me cash. Sold. What's your offer? Sold. It's got to be urgent. So, well, these hedge funds, they used to short companies. They're still shorting companies. That's what I meant by, is it karma or what? Does this have anything to do with GME, GameStop? I don't know. What do you think? Directly, indirectly? Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Thank you, Apes. Hey, what's up, Apes? The Apes, gentlemen, Apes, this is Ape Andy. Well, we saw GameStop with some price actions on this trading day, April 14th. That was pretty good. Now, there's this other news, which is way better good news than some upward price movement of GameStop. That is, GameStop is paying off debt early. Okay, they want to pay off their debt early. It's on their company website. So that means the company's finances are in very good shape. They want to pay off owed debt. And after they pay off owed debt, normally what happens for companies, any companies, is that since you're making money, your finances are good. One, you pay off owed debt, and you pay your shareholders. What do they call that? Ah, yes, dividends. Okay, so it's a maybe. It hasn't been announced yet, so these are all imaginary scenarios, hypothetical scenarios. Just saying, just thinking, just guesswork. Don't believe a word Ape Andy has to say. Of course, not financial advice, not investment advice, not manipulation. Apes are not collective group. We act as individuals. You read articles, you watch videos, you make decisions on your own as an individual. Ape. Okay, that's it. The news also says that GameStop is hiring. That's also good news, right? Company expanding, company under transformation, company has good finances, you're hiring. Have you noted that GameStop is hiring people with experiences in cryptocurrency, NFT? So that's good. Blockchain is what I'm talking about. Yeah. If you are really familiar with GameStop, the company, you know that they have this thing called GameCoin. They already have that. If they're really, if they really do something in terms of cryptocurrency, then that's good. I mean, You could do a lot of things with the cryptocurrency of GameStop if they ever do that. If they ever really convert the game coin that they already have into a digital currency, digital token, and use it. Say again, a bandit, use it for what? Well, digital currency could be applied in many areas. How about rewarding shareholders? Just a thought. How about rewarding shareholders with GameStop's very own cryptocurrency? Ape Andy, you're stretching it. Your imagination's getting out of hand. Could be. Could very well be. Google Overstock. Overstock. Google Overstock. Hey, Pandy, I thought you were talking about GameStop. Yes, I am. I still am. Just Google Overstock. Overstock. And Google Overstock. Dividend. Google Overstock dividend. Well, I'll be more exact. Google Overstock crypto dividend. CRYPTO. Okay. In plain English, Overstock issued crypto dividend. Before Overstock issued crypto dividend, they were shorted by shorts. Hedge funds shorting Overstock. And so, Overstock, they decided to issue dividend, not with fiat currency, but with their Overstock's very own cryptocurrency. So, okay, hey Panda, what's the big deal? If you were a hedge fund shorting Overstock, and Overstock announces after the shareholders meeting that they are issuing crypto dividends. Yeah, okay. The hedge fund shorting Overstock cannot just write a check in lieu of to pay the dividend. If it was fiat currency, then the hedge funds shorting Overstock, they don't even have to return the share. They could just keep shorting it and write a check in lieu of for the owner of the share from which they borrowed the share to short it from. But wait a minute, can you write a check of Overstock cryptocurrency? You can't. So you must return the share. Bingo. A share recall. A very smart move of share recall by the company, Overstock. Remember, the owner of the share is the only person that could recall the share, not even the company. The company owns the company. The shareholders own the share. Only the shareholder has the right to recall the share from the borrower. However, if during a recall for voting at shareholders meeting, some shareholders say, hey, yeah, I want to vote. So you recall your share and you register to vote. But there are institutions here and there, institutional investors here and there, holders of the share that do not want to recall the share. They do not want to vote. Why don't they? They don't feel the need to. They want to keep lending out their shares to earn interest rates from the borrowers of the shares. Now it's time to get back to GameStop. Last year, 2020, many institutional investors, holders of the shares of GME, decided, hey, I'm not going to vote. Not going to recall the shares. So these institutional investors, they did not recall their shares to vote in last year's GME shareholders annual general meeting. So the only way, I mean, there should be more ways, but a very smart way for a company to recall all the shares, forced to recall all the shares, force the hand of the hedge funds shorting the company, is to do what Overstock did. Ape Andy is not saying that is what GME will do. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just using my imagination. I'm just talking about a hypothetical scenario, theorizing things. But if you Google Overstock crypto, hi, what's up, Apes? Lady Apes, gentlemen Apes, this is Ape Andy. On April the 16th, 2021, that's a Friday, the Security Exchange Commission, SEC, they made an announcement about new rules and regulations, which has been proposed many months ago. The announcement was that these new rules and regulations will be going into effect on April the 22nd, 2021. To break it down and to summarize in very short plain English is that these new rules says that, yeah, you can short, but you have to have collateral. If you don't have collateral, that's not okay. So this new rule and regulation is in effect starting April 22nd, 2021. Oh, okay, Ape Andy, so that means MOASS starting on April 22nd? Hope so, but that's not the way things work in the real world. Okay, Ape Andy is realistic. Ape Andy is also humble and modest, so I don't want to get ahead of things. Always be conservative. Okay, so to be conservative on this issue, yes, the regulations are in effect on April the 22nd, 2021. The law is there, the regulation is there, but will it be enforced? We'll have to wait and see. Okay. But still, the announcement on April 16th of the new SEC rules and regulations to take effect on April the 22nd is bullish for GME. Actually, to be realistic, not only for GME, also for other stocks that have been shorted way over, like AMC, like other stocks. So we are one step closer to 10Ds time. Lady Apes, gentlemen Apes, how are you? This is Ape Andy. What's up, Apes? Hedge funds, when they short a stock, they do something that is called naked shorting. Naked shorting is that you short a stock without the physical share. Because you borrow a share, then you sell it. That's shorting. Naked shorting is that you didn't even borrow the stock and you sold it to the buyer. You write an IOU, and then after T plus 1 day, T plus 2 day, T plus 3 days, you still don't deliver the share. That is a failed to deliver, FTD. FTD exists in the system. And the hedge funds selling the naked short, they purposely fail to deliver. It's not an honest error. It is a purpose to drive the company to the ground by selling naked shorts. You don't borrow the share, you just keep on selling it. Then the price of the company goes down, way down. When the price of the company goes so low, then the other companies that does business with this company will think, oh, that company's going to go bankrupt. Let's not do business with them. They probably couldn't pay us, right? So don't do business with them. Then the company even goes down faster and then goes bankrupt. That's what hedge funds, shorting hedge funds do. They destroy companies, so they destroy people's jobs. So people lose their jobs and their family is in trouble. So, Apes, if you own shares of GameStop, GME, you see the price goes up. Once you sell, that share goes to the shorting hedge fund. They can cover it. They buy your physical share. Then they cover their naked shorts. Then you let them off. Then they win. But you think to yourself, oh, I made a little profit. And then you see the price keeps going up. Then you knock yourself in the head. Oh my God, I sold too early. I sold for a meager profit. I sold for a small price. The price was much higher now. You regret it. So, what Ape Andy would do, I'm speaking for myself. It's not financial advice, not investment advice, not manipulating. Just sharing. I would hold on to my share. It's simple mathematics, simple math, supply and demand. If apes don't sell their shares and the shorting hedge fund, SHF, they have to cover, then they have to buy at a higher price, at a higher price, at a higher price. Hey, Bandy, what price? The price that you name it. The price that you name it. How high is that? You decide. How's that? You decide. The common people, they always lose. The Wall Street people, they always win. So, we're Main Street. Wall Street is Wall Street. We're Main Street. Strong apes. Apes are not a collective group. You read DD, you watch videos, you decide for yourself. Decide the price for yourself and the price you want to sell your GME shares. Strong. What's up, Apes? Hi, Lady Apes, Gentlemen Apes, Ape Andy. I know some of you apes are thinking, how long do I have to hold? How long do I hold GME shares? I'm speaking also for AMC as well. How long do I have to hold? Well, Ape Andy is holding and holding, just like all the apes are. Again, we are not collective groups, we're individuals. We watch videos, we read DDs, and we make our own individual decisions. So this is not manipulation, this is not investment, nor financial advice. Okay, so how long do you have to hold? If you can't hold anymore, if you have to use a portion of your shares to sell it for bills to pay, rent money, grocery money, your kids' tuitions, your mortgages, your bills, just use a portion of it, but leave a major portion of your shares of GameStop. I'm speaking for AMC as well. Ape Andy has both. So we're getting very, very close to the MOASS. Now, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not a switch that you could switch on or off. It doesn't go click and the light goes on. It doesn't work like that. It's a cascading events leading up to the MOASS. So what I can tell you is it is close. It is very, very close. The SEC new rules are going to get passed, and the hedge funds that are shorting GameStop and AMC, they're going to use the media, social media platforms, shills, and people to tell you to sell. There will be many people telling you to sell, including yourself. Now, Ape Andy is just speaking for myself. You could use this as advice for yourself. I'm not going to sell. I'm going to keep holding on to it because I know it is getting very, very, very close. And then there'll be gamma squeezes, and more gamma squeezes, and more gamma squeezes, and more gamma squeezes, leading to the MOASS, mother of all short squeeze. Think of it as a domino effect. If we can tilt one domino, it tilts, falls over, knocks over the larger domino, and another larger domino, and a larger domino. And then the MOASS domino will fall. So, and that would be the tendies time. There are people commenting on Ape Andy's videos saying that, the run is over. The run was in January 2021. That was a run. That was a baby squeeze. It's a miniature baby squeeze. Don't miss out on the MOASS. Keep on holding on to your shares of GameStop and of course AMC. Some would like to think that this is a war between the retail and the hedge funds. Yes, that's partly true. It is also more true, a war between hedge funds and hedge funds. There are hedge funds shorting GameStop, there are hedge funds shorting AMC, there are hedge funds going long on GameStop, there are hedge funds going long on AMC. So it's a battle of giants, and apes are caught in the middle, okay? But apes have chosen the correct side, the side of the longs. And we are getting close. So, apes, you are not alone. You have other apes. And apes are not alone. There are hedge funds going long on GameStop, going long on AMC. So, attendees' time will be close. It is close. So there are people saying that come Monday, there's going to be a short attack on AMC. Come Monday, there's going to be a short attack on GameStop. These kind of talk have no real grounds. It is to get you to think, oh, I should sell it before the short attack, and then I could buy in later. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm speaking for myself. I'm going to hold on to my shares, because once you do sell, the shares, physical shares, goes into the hands of the short sellers. Then they could cover. You are helping them by selling. I'm not going to do that. Well, I'm speaking for myself. I'm not going to do that. Because we're getting very close. How close? Very close. Okay. Again, I'm speaking for myself. You don't have to do as I advise. I'm advising myself. You make your own decisions as an individual. So, and Apes, there's this YouTuber that you should really watch. His name is Jamie. He goes by the name of Trade Spotting, and he has wonderful explanations. He is straight to the point. He is honest. He is charming. He is handsome. He's wonderful. And you watch his videos and you will know what to do. He might even tell you the peak of the MOASS, because I'm going to watch his video and I'm going to wait for him to tell me the peaks of the MOASS of GameStop and AMC. Be strong, Apes, no matter what you're holding, GameStop or AMC or both. Ape Andy has both. We hold the physical shares. And the SHF, they are in trouble. The to-be will-be chairman of the board of GameStop, Mr. Ryan Cohen, Mr. Chairman of the board, Mr. Ryan Cohen, he has made tweets. Bull flag confirmed. If the SHF continued to ignore the incoming train, then Mr. Hanky, the SHIT will happen. Ryan Cohen gave the SHF a warning in January. See his tweet on January 1st, 2021. He gave a warning. The warning says, an ounce of cure is worth a pound of... An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And then the January baby squeeze happened. So, Mr. Ryan Cohen, chairman of the board of GME, gave out 3 warnings this time. Okay? Bull flag, incoming train, and SHITT, Mr. Hanky, will happen if you continue to ignore the incoming train as shown by the bull flag confirmed. Okay, hold on to your shares. And of course, never invest more than you can afford. Only invest the money that you can afford to lose. This way you won't lose it, because you could hold out much longer until the attendees' time comes. Don't paper hand. Do this for yourself, do this for your family. Oh, I'm speaking for myself, Ape Andy. Okay? and watch Trade Spotting. That's the channel to watch. Be strong, Apes. What's up, Apes? Hi, Lady Apes, Gentlemen Apes. This is Ape Andy. Some new SEC regulations that many retail investors, apes, and of course institutional investors, including hedge funds, are watching is the NSCC 2021 801 rule. Now, it's very complicated. I'm not a finance guy, so of course I'm not giving financial advice, not investment advice, not manipulation either. We do our own DDs, read our own DDs, watch our own videos, make individual decisions. Apes, not collective groups. Okay, now, the 801 rule, it's a rule that governs the SLD, Supplementary Liquidity Deposit. What is that, Ape Andy? Okay, that is concerns margin calls. Now, if adjusting. If let's say Ape Andy is a shorting hedge fund, okay? I'm using myself as an example. Okay, let's say SHF, Ape Andy, SHF, shorts GME, which I'll never do, okay? Okay, let's, imaginary scenario, Ape Andy hedge fund shorts GME at say $100. I think it'll go down from 100, and then GME goes up to $160. That means I have to provide for the difference of $60 in order not to be margin called. Okay, make it more simple. Ape Andy shorts a stock at $10. That stock goes up to $100. Then Ape Andy, according to the new 801 rule, have to immediately provide the 100 minus $10, $90 difference. Okay? That's quite a lot. If the stock I shorted went from $10 to $100. Now let's say, for example, I'm a hedge fund and I think this brick and mortar store is really going to go bankrupt, so I shorted a lot. I sold so-called naked shares, which is supposedly illegal. Synthetic shares, counterfeit shares, of course illegal. And I shorted this brick and mortar store 2 times, 3 times the number float. Then this Ape Andy hedge fund would be in dire straits, right? And the new rule, 801 new rule, says that the DTCC could, or the NSCC could go check it out, the hedge fund, and say, oh, Ape Andy hedge fund, you have to provide the difference of $90 per share because you shorted it at 10, it's now at 100. How many shares did you short it? Oh, you shorted 10,000 shares. Okay, Ape Andy, you have to provide 10,000 times $90. And Ape Andy hedge fund is going to go say, oh, regulators, I'm going to Give me some time. I'm going to try and come up with the money. Give me some time. And according to the 801-year rule, the regulating bodies would say, okay, Ape Andy, I'll give you a heads up. TikTok, 1 hour maximum. What? 1 hour? Yep, that's the new rule. The regulating bodies will tell that dumb hedge fund, Ape Andy hedge fund, 1 hour in advance. Say market opens at 9:30 Eastern time, so Ape Andy gets heads up. Ape Andy hedge fund gets heads up from the regulating bodies at 8:30 a.m. You have 1 hour to come up with the money. Else what? Else you default. Else Ape Andy hedge fund defaults. And the positions gets automatically liquidated by the regulating bodies. What scenario would that be? When the regulating body goes in to say, hey, Ape Andy hedge fund, you defaulted. We're going to close your short positions automatically. They don't do it manually. They use a computer to do it. And by the time the computer comes in and says, beep bop, I'm bought, I'm going to close all your positions right now. And you know what a computer does? The computer has no emotions. And yeah, computer has no emotions. Computer closes position. What is the next asking price? Oh, the next asking price is 100,000. Ooh, still going up. 1 million, 10 million. Theoretically, it could go infinitely high. Theoretically. That computer looks at the next asking price. The computer has a mission. Close all the short positions of that dumb Ape Andy hedge fund. Close, close, close. Next asking price, next asking price. Okay, the computer closes at the next asking price automatically. Who decides the next asking price? Remember, who are the holders of the shares? Apes, you are the holders of the shares. You decide the asking price. That is why Ape Andy never says the floor is such and such, the floor is such and such, because you are the holder of the shares. You decide the asking price when you want to sell the share. It's your call. So, well, the good news is that 801 has been passed. SEC said on May the 4th, 2021, we have no objections. That means you could go ahead. DTCC, NSCC, you could go ahead. So, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The clock is ticking faster. Time is limited for Ape Andy hedge fund. Of course, I didn't short GME. I never will. Never shorted. In fact, have I ever shorted any stock? I am too dumb to short any stocks. I am too coward to short any stocks, because you short a stock, the stock could only go down from the position that you shorted. But if something goes wrong, the price could go high. How high? Infinitely high, theoretically. So, short sellers, you've got balls of iron. I must admit that. Okay. You're strong, Apes. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Right, Ape Andy always says no price predictions, no timelines, no timelines. For price predictions, watch Jamie, Trade Spotting. For timelines, you have to go to Smarter Apes. Yeah. Because there are FTDs to count and T+2 FTD 21 days and option expiry dates. Every Friday of the trading week is option expiry date. And the next quad witching day, I'm not saying this is the date to watch. I'm just saying this is the next quad witching day, June the 18th. Quad witching day happens every 3 months. Every quarter. Okay. Be strong, Apes, and Hodl, HODL, to your shares of GME and AMC. Ape Andy has both. Be strong. What's up, Apes? Hi, this is Ape Andy, Lady Apes, Gentlemen Apes. Clarification on the last video. My whole point was to tell the apes that the shorting hedge fund, SHF, might use this strategy on apes, causing squeeze in one first to make apes sell the other stock and go for the squeezing stock. Okay. That's the strategy the SHF will use on us. Now, a known strategy that the SHF is already using on us is FUD and shills, causing infighting between apes of GME and apes of AMC. My personal opinion, my personal take, AMC and GME are family. For me, Ape Andy has both AMC and GME. I have a son and I have a daughter. Would I love anyone less? Would I love anyone more? Of course not. I'm a father. AMC and GME, my son and my daughter, they're all my family. I love each the same. So in my portfolio, I have GME and I have AMC. I love each the same. And if anyone squeezes first, let's say if GME squeezes first, would I advise AMC Apes to sell AMC and go for GME? No, I wouldn't do that. Again, I have a son and daughter. I don't love anyone more. I don't love anyone less. I love them both the same. Okay, now, if AMC squeezes first, would I recommend GME Apes to sell GME, go for AMC? No, I wouldn't do that. So, what's your advice? Ape Andy, okay? What's your advice? You're a father, you love your son and your daughter just the same, okay? What's your advice for AMC and GME? Well, as of now, GME and AMC haven't really started their gamma squeezes yet. So, never touch your original position. Remember? Buy and hold? Okay, so hold. Hold your original positions. Don't touch it, okay? For the number of shares that you have in GME, hold your positions. Don't touch it. Don't sell it, I mean. For your shares in AMC, hold your positions. Don't sell it, okay? If and only if you have some cash more on the sidelines, of course, again, cash that you can't afford to lose, this is the principle, then you buy the other share. If your portfolio has so much GME already and less AMC or no AMC at all, personal opinion, advice, personal opinion, speaking for myself, use the sideline cash that you can afford to lose to buy the stock that you have less. If you have tons of AMC, as an ape lady has advised me, she told me she will go and buy shares of GME with her cash on the sidelines that she can't afford to lose. This lady, she lives in Canada. She just texted me and sent me voicemails on WhatsApp telling her that she has tons of AMC. However, after watching Ape Andy's video, the advice for SHF, that's a joke, it's not an advice for the SHF, it is a video to point out the evil strategy of SHF on us apes. Okay. She told me that she will use her sideline cash money that she can afford to lose to buy more shares of GME, to buy shares of GME, which she doesn't have yet. So that's a good strategy, okay? We don't know which one will squeeze first. So if you only have GME, buy some AMC. If you only have AMC, buy some GME. This way, you sit back, relax. You don't care which one squeezes first. Either way, you're the winner. Apes be strong. AMC, GME are one family, okay? And so I'm speaking for myself. I love both the same, just the same. Please do not go into infighting between AMC and GME. We're all apes. This is planet of the apes. Apes don't fight apes. Apes only help apes. This is my advice. So GME apes, please be nice to AMC apes. AMC apes, please also like GME apes and GME, okay? GME AMC. We go together. We go hand in hand. We go hand in hand. Be strong apes. Be strong apes of AMC and GME. GME and AMC apes. What's up, apes? Hi, lady apes, gentlemen apes. This is Ape Andy. Only personal opinions, personal individual Ape Andy, dumb Ape Andy thoughts. Last time, Robin Crook. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Robinhood. What was I thinking? I'm sorry. Robin Crook. No, Robinhood. Last time, Robinhood shut off buying of GME, saying, we don't have enough collaterals. This time, Robinhood, as of Saturday night, US time, Sunday morning, Taipei time, they just shut off selling of Dogecoin. Do you need collateral to sell? So collateral is not an excuse for shutting off selling of Dogecoin by Robinhood. So what is Robinhood saying now? They're saying, I'm sorry, investors, retail investors, we are shutting off selling of Dogecoin because of technical difficulties. That is their official excuse. Now, don't believe me. The following are imaginary thingies. The following is just dumb Ape Andy's own personal imagination. Okay, here goes my imagination, my wild imagination. Robinhood sells their orders to an SHF that begins with a capital C. And so the boss of the SHF, that's buying orders from RH. So RH is like the little demon of that SHF boss, the Satan himself. So the theory, not even the theory, so the imagination is Coin was pumped up by the SHF controlling RH, pumped up, as a distraction to lure GME Apes, to lure AMC Apes away from GME and AMC to go into Dogecoin. However, they didn't know whales of Dogecoin started dumping Dogecoin. Another imagination part 2. Whales are dumping Dogecoin to go into AMC and GME. That's my imagination. But don't you see, it is so obvious. They want to keep pumping Dogecoin to keep the distraction for AMC and GME Apes to come into Dogecoin. So RH doesn't want the whales to keep dumping Dogecoin, so they shut off selling. Why else would they shut off selling? Well, another reason why is because RH's boss, the boss of the SHF that's buying orders from RH, Satan himself, is telling the little demon, Vlad, shut off the selling. Because we don't want Dogecoin to go down. We want to keep pumping Dogecoin to attract AMC Apes and GME Apes to come into Dogecoin. It's just my own personal imagination, nothing more. Be strong, apes. What's up, apes? Hi, lady apes, gentlemen apes. This is Ape Andy. This is not financial advice. This is not investment advice. It's own personal point of view, my own personal point of view. Of course, now as for you, you have to make your own financial decisions. You have to assess your own personal financial circumstances and decide if you really have to sell and use it for living expenses. That is what you must do, of course. And if you leave a portion, then you still have a chance for catching the MOASS, right? Use only the money that you can afford to lose. Use only the money that is not your living expenses, rent money, grocery money, gasoline money. I heard gasoline prices going high. Okay, now, the shorting hedge funds, SHF, when they take your app order, you buy with your trading app, then it goes to the broker such as initial RH, okay? They go to the broker, and then the hedge fund, the big C hedge fund, C, they buy the orders from brokers such as RH, and they pay them for it. They pay for orders flow. They pay for order flows. Then the order goes to the big C. The big C takes a look at it. It's a buy order. The buy order makes the price goes up. I don't want that to happen. I put it in the so-called dark pools, the alternative trading channels. Dark pools, alternative trading channels, they are not illegal. They're perfectly legal. But why are there dark pools? Why don't they just do it in the exchange, public exchange? Dark pools, the purpose of dark pools existing is so that they don't affect the market price too much. For example, if another company wants to merge another company and the merger deal is being discussed behind closed doors and the buy and sell has been negotiated, But if they do that in the open exchange, it affects the prices too much. Not good. That is not according to the prices that they worked out in the closed door meeting. So they say, let's do this exchange, buy and sell of huge chunks of stocks, shares in alternative trading channels, so-called dark pools. That's what it was for huge chunks of shares being traded. And now another alternative trading platform or channel is the OTC, over-the-counter trading platforms. That's another exchange that is off the normal trading exchange. Those are two very legal trading channels, dark pools and OTC. Those are perfectly legal. Now, so given that it's perfectly legal, the hedge fund, Big C, they take the order, okay, from the brokers, for example, RH, just initials, and they say, it's a buy order. It's going to make the price go up. I'm going to put it in the dark pools. I'm going to do it in the OTC so that I can control the price. They could, because remember, dark pools, alternative trading platforms, the prices are negotiated already, okay? Very smart of the hedge funds. Perfectly legal. Okay. Now, if the buy order comes in, Big C pays for the buying order, pays for the order from RH. This is a sell order. It'll make the price go down. Then they put it in the public exchange, making the price go down. That's one way. And there are, of course, other ways. Hedge funds, they have several accounts. This account, computer algorithm. I want to sell 107 shares. Yeah, it's an odd number. It's a very odd number of shares. I want to sell 107 shares at a certain price. I want to buy 107 shares at a certain price. However, these two accounts are all owned by the hedge fund. They match. 107 shares wanting to sell, 107 shares wanting to buy. So the trade goes through, and then the price goes down. And the price is here. Now, another account, third account, price is here. Now I have 107 shares. I wanted to sell. Third account, I want to buy 107 shares at this price, a lower price. Then they sell. So the price goes down, 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 down. Same number of shares, 107 shares, very odd number of shares, and different accounts. Very fast. Milliseconds. Price goes down. And perfectly legal. Perfectly legal. Okay, those are strategies, tools that the hedge funds could use. Just giving them an imaginary name, Big C, and the broker an imaginary name, RH. Okay, so there are many tools for the SHF, shorting hedge funds, or SHITTY, hedge funds, whatever you want to call it, or SHIT, hitting the fan, whatever. Okay, these are what Apes told me, funny names. Okay, but what Andy meant by SHF is the shorting hedge fund. Okay, these are the tools that they would use to make the price goes down. Okay, now for the trading day on May the 10th, that's a Monday. Remember, the price went from 160 something of GME to 140 something of GME. Many apes were scared. I'm scared too. Wow, I'm scared, very scared. So, and then on May the 11th, I read some very smart apes DD. Then they showed that Fidelity, just one single trading broker, Fidelity, they had 4 times as many buy orders as sell orders for GME. they have 2 times as many buy orders compared to sell orders for AMC. Okay, now, using GME as an example, how could there be 4 times as many buy orders as compared to sell orders, and the price still goes down from 160 to 140? That's not logical, right? There's no logic to that. The logic is the alternative trading channels, dark pools, perfectly legal, OTC, perfectly legal. And what Apes call the short ladder attack. Accounts selling to accounts, accounts selling to accounts, accounts selling to accounts, bring the price down. Perfectly legal. Okay. Perfectly legal tools that the SHF could use against the retail investors. Speaking for myself, retail investor right here. So, okay, now, this is again my take. Time is running out for the shorting hedge funds. Why do you say that, Happy Andy? Why do you say that? Now, given that the SHF is so powerful, they could buy order flows from brokers. Big C buy order flows from RH. They could use many tools to make the price goes down, right? They short, right? They want to make the price go down. They engineer it using dark pools, OTC, and short ladder attacks. All legal tools. Okay. Given that the SHF is so powerful and they have so many tools to use against the retail investors, why would they be in, you could sense it, right? Why would they be in such a hurry to bring the price down? Imagine you yourself, imagine you are Big C, you're a shorting hedge fund, you're so powerful. You could buy order flows, you could have so many tools to bring the price down. Why, and if you have time on your side, why don't you wait until the price go up? Just sit back, relax. Okay, imagine you're a top executive at Big C, a shorting hedge fund. You talk to your boss. Hey boss, we're so powerful, we have so many tools in our hand, we have also so much time. Time is on our side. Why don't you, boss, let the price go up? Apes wants to push the price up. Let it go. Let them go. Boss says, Andy, why do you want the price to go up? I thought we're shorters. Yeah, boss, but since time is on your side, let the apes push the price up to a certain point. For example, even higher than the January baby squeeze. Say $483 plus $1, $484. Boss, we wait until it's $484 because time is on our side, right? We wait until the apes push it up to $484. Then we short it from that point on downwards. And then we can use the media to tell the apes that, it's those resistance level. It's those bag holders, apes from January, who sold it on the way down. Not us, Big C. Hey, top executive Andy, that's actually quite a good idea. Except time is not on our side. So, Ape Andy, go away with your stupid idea of letting the apes push it to $483 plus $1. Go away with your idea, Ape Andy. I don't want you as top executive for my Big C. You have a bad idea. Boss, it's a good idea, says Ape Andy. No, you didn't take into account that time is not on our side. Time is running out. I want you to go short it down right now from 160 to 140 and all the way down, as much as you can. Else, you're fired, Ape Andy. Oh, yes, boss. Okay, I'll do it. I'll get on it right away. Gee whiz, we're so powerful. We have all the tools we want, but boss says time is not on our side. So I just have to do as my boss says. Go short it. Short it. That's the logic I sense. That's my guess, personal guess. Right? Think of it again. Go through it in your head again. Given hedge fund, Big C is so powerful, so many tools to use at their disposal, so many tools at their disposal against retail investors. If you wait until 400, if you wait for the Apes to push it up to $483 plus $1, $484, and then you short it down, wouldn't that be more profitable? From 484 until the price you want, wouldn't that be more profitable? Why would you use such efforts, such strength, such magnitude, such exerting such power, and all the shows, all the medias and everything, to tell the retail apes to sell at 160, 140, 130 something? Well, why would you push so hard at 130? Isn't it more profitable to short from 483 plus $1? So, time is not on the SHF side. Okay, that's my conclusion from the logic. Time is not on the SHF side. Well, there are only two sides of the trade, right? Buy and sell. If time is not on the SHF side, whose side is time on? Your side, the retail investor side. Okay, so the SHF knows that time is not on their side, it is on your side, the retail investors. Now, I'm playing the hedge funds. I don't want the retail investors to know that. So I use the media. I use shills on Reddit, on mainstream media, on Yahoo Finance to tell the retail investors to sell, sell, sell. GME is going down. GME has no value. Sell, sell, sell. They want to hypnotize the retail investors to sell. Because they know time is on your side, not on their side. They're urgently wanting you to sell. So far following? So far logical? Okay. And in addition to using the mainstream media, the shills on Reddit, shills on YouTube, shills on Twitter, whatever, social platforms, to hypnotize, to ask the apes to sell. In addition to that propaganda, there's one more powerful tool, psychological tool, that the hedge funds are using against you, the retail investors. That is the psychology of fear. If you read all the mainstream media reports, articles, and you read all the shows, the FUD and the shows articles on Reddit, Yahoo Finance, YouTube, Twitter, you read all that, you have that in mind. And then you look at the computer screen, your laptop screen, your app screen, and see the price goes down. Then what's going to happen in your mind? The article I read was right. Yes, it is time to sell. That little voice in your head starts saying, sell, sell, sell. And you see the price go down, right? You have fear, fear, fear. Fear is a very powerful psychological tool. It is a very powerful psychological tool against you, the retail investors. Instill fear, and the fear will do the heavy lifting for the SHF. Why? The SHF, they don't have a .38 or they don't have a gun pointing at your head to say, hey Bandy, sell, or else I'll pull the trigger. They don't have that. They can't do that. It's legal, right? But they can instill fear in you. And that voice in your head says, the price is dropping. Oh, the article I read was correct. Gotta sell, gotta sell. Then you sell. Instilling fear, instilling the emotion of fear, that will do the heavy lifting for the SHF to make you sell. They cannot put a gun to your head and make you push the sell button, but they can instill fear in you and do the heavy lifting for them, for you to press the sell button on your trading app. Okay, now, all the above are my own personal imaginations. Again, not financial advice, not investment advice. Ape help apes, ape support apes. If you have financial needs, you go serve those financial needs first. Sell. Maybe leave a little portion so that you won't miss the MOASS. But meet your family, yourself, your own financial needs first. Okay? After all, the point of investing is to meet your financial needs, right? Be strong, apes.